Hey, Kirk. Um, so I know I said I wasn't going to explain the deck, um, but I'm going to a little bit. I'm going to try to do it as fast as possible, basically. Just kind of explain every card, why it's in there a little bit. But I'm going to try to do it as quick as possible. I don't want to focus on it too much. This is going to be the last gameplay I do with this deck. Because, again, I don't think it's very interesting, but the format's slow right now, so I want to play a fast deck and speed up the format, and yeah. So anyway, try to make this as quick as possible. Coordinated Assault. Well, we're going to run, hold on, before we even start. 19 lands. That is a very low number of lands. And if you look down at the bottom of the screen, we have 27 1-drops, 11 2-drops, and 3 3-drops. Very extremely low curve. So we have, we're going to be dropping something on turn 1. Going to be dropping something on turn 2. Turn 3, our turn 3s are these 3 cards. This guy is very fast, but in this deck, he's actually like slow compared to everything else. So yeah, tons of 1-drops and 2-drops. Normally, decks do not look like this. Okay. And like I said in the last video, normally decks have like 24 lands. This one has 19. Okay. Coordinated Assault. Combat Trick. Gives a guy first strike and +1. So basically, you attack. We're going to be attacking every turn with this deck. So if they try to block, you can use this to get creatures out of the way, or you can use it to get more damage through. Also, if you target this thing, it gets a permanent +1/+1 counter because of its ability. Next card is Goblin Arsonist. It's just a goblin, 1/1. You drop it on turn 1, you attack with it. If it dies, you don't even care because it deals 1 damage. There's a lot of tokens in the format, so what you could do is like attack with this. Maybe they block with like a token or something, and then use his ability to kill another token. He's not that good in most decks, but this deck, because it has so many fucking 1 and 2-drops, you're gonna be dropping so much stuff every turn. The only problem I've found with him is he's got 1 in the ass, which is 1 in the back right down there. So anything trades with him, which is kind of bad. This guy is a 1-drop technically, but you never play him as a 1-drop. You always kick him. This guy is basically a 2-drop. You drop him in, and he buffs your side. He makes everything haste, which is not too relevant, but it is relevant. The main part about it is it gives everything +1. So, if you got like 3 creatures out, you kick this guy, drop him down, and you have 3 creatures. Each of them are 1/1s. So your opponent expects you to attack for like 3 damage. Well, you drop this guy, and you attack for 2 times 4, which is 8. Attack for 8. So 3 to 8, very big difference, and you get a little 1/1 body into play. This guy, he just works really well with this card, or just in general, or the first card that we were talking about. Yeah, he's just a body. You put this on it, he becomes a 4/4. Yeah, this guy. So there's a special thing about the number 4 in this format, which is not very many removal spells hit it. So you put Further Bitten on Hoplite on turn 2. They have to deal with a 4/4 attacking them every turn, and like I said, there's not very many cards in the format that deal with it, except for like maybe Bounce and a few other cards. Yeah, so it's very hard to deal with, especially on turn 2. This just can enchant anything, and +2/+2 for 1 red is very good. Attacks each turn if able. Well, we're attacking every turn anyway, and if we're not attacking every turn, we're going to lose. So it doesn't have a drawback, basically. 4 shocks is just to get creatures out of the way, or to hit them in the face for 2 to end the game. This is basically 6 damage for free. You play it 1 time and attack, and then you do it again later. This is kind of like your finisher, I guess. Not really finisher, but you play this last, and you get the last bit of damage through to win the game. Unearthed. So yeah, Trample. I'm not even gonna explain. Just you have to read it and look up what Trample does. This, you drop it, it gives you a 2/1 body, so it does some damage, but also it stops something theirs from blocking. So you get an army of all these guys early on, or maybe some of these, and they put down some big creature to block or something that you don't like. You drop this and you make it so they can't block, and then you swing and own them. This drops 2 goblins into play. It's not super amazing. It's sorcery speed, so you have to play it on your turn. Not super amazing, but it synergizes really well with this because it gives them +2/+2. So yeah, it's good. This it's a very fast card in most decks, but in this deck, it's like one of the slowest cards. Basically, you drop it on turn 3, and then you hit Y real quick, and you get a 1/1 attacking goblin. And if they can't block this and you attack with it, he can get, basically this guy can win the game on his own, assuming your opponent's not doing too well. This guy's just, yeah. And if you give him first strike with the first card, yeah. This, I'm not sure if it's belongs in this deck. I mean, I guess it's pretty good. Just a buff. You always choose red. And yeah, that's the deck. Tried to explain it real quick. I hope that was quick. Now, let's get into some games. And like I said, this is going to be the last video with this deck. I could stop the video and start it again when I get a game, but I'm going to make you watch this. But yeah, this is the last video of this deck. Just because, like I said, it's not interesting. I'm going to show you some cooler decks in later videos. But I just wanted to get a few quick wins with this out of the way. Okay. Found a game against Off-Use 117. And we have a 1-lander. And we're on the draw, which gives us a better chance of drawing land. I actually might keep this. Anyway, like I said in the previous videos, I didn't say it in the previous videos, but I didn't like the way I was commentating in the previous videos. I want to focus more on the strategy and what my thought process is, not explaining all this stuff. So I'm still going to pull up all of the cards that he plays so you can read it. But for the most part, I'm just going to focus on my thought process. Okay, so he plays a Drungle Shrine. That's just a tricolor land. Okay, we drew a mountain, which is really good. And we're going to lead off with this. We don't really have any other plays that we would make right here. So that was just an obvious decision. He's playing red, white, and green. So we got to be careful. He could have Anger the Gods. So he plays another one of those. So his mana base is going to be solid. This is exactly what I was talking about in the deck tech. This guy's a 1/1, and I could buff him up, but it doesn't even matter because he could block with this and take out this. So that's the disadvantage of this guy. The fact that happens. This guy is a terrible card in general, but it's good against what I'm doing right now. What am I going to do here? Should I attack? Well, I drew another land, which is actually pretty good. Should I play this and attack? I don't really like that. I could play this and make it so he can't block. I don't really like that. No. Play this and attack. I don't like that. Play this. Well, I'm thinking dropping this turn and not being mana efficient. Should I shock that? I don't really want to shock that. Playing this, not being mana efficient, and then next turn playing this. And maybe a shock to get in, or a coordinated assault. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to be mana efficient here to set up for a strong attack next turn. Could bite us in the ass. I don't know. So I'm planning on playing this next turn and buffing these up to hell, and then either shocking or coordinated assaulting that guy. I don't know. Maybe I should have just... Well, actually, that guy is going to get a shock. So he's Fur the Bitnit. So I'm going to shock it. Oh, here's hero. And you should know what further bitten does. But here's hero. Read it. I wanted to get that out of the way. Okay. Now, yeah, I think what I did wasn't very smart. I should have played this, I think. Because I think I would have got more damage through. Anyway, because now I don't. Well, if I would have had shock, I would have been able to do more. But yeah, that was a misplay. I probably should have played this last turn. Okay, I was getting greedy. I got greedy. So let's. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't like that play I made at all. What can I do here? Put this on one of my guys. Coordinated assault. Both of them attack. Play this. I want to get that out there. Now, do I coordinate assault or do I further bidden? I think I like further bidden. And should I offer the trade? I don't want to offer the trade. So he's pretty much going to block here. He didn't block. Maybe he thinks that I'll hold this back, but I'm not going to because I have coordinated assault. So it looks like he's trying to play a fast deck, but ours is just better. Ours is just faster. Or maybe he's just playing an enchantment deck. So I'm going to play Krenko's Command. Buff up our guys. Now he has to block this. With one of his, he has to chump. So yeah, I have him in really bad shape. I doubt he has Anger of the Gods in the deck. He shouldn't be running Anger of the Gods with all these little small guys he's running. So I'm not too afraid of that. And he's just going to let all the damage through. Wow. I don't know what his plan is. Okay. His plan is to draw cards, but that's not good enough because he's going to be just dead next turn. So this game is ours. You could draw 5 cards. Go ahead. Because you lost. So at this point, it's just have to make it official. So let's see. Yeah, he's just dead. We don't even need to play anything. So yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there. Maybe he just had no other plays. I don't know. And we crashed.